Above the clouds, where the sky crackles with untamed energy and dreams glide on wings of lightning, a new kind of race begins, not for gold, not for glory, but for something far more electrifying. What happens when courage takes flight and the skis fight back? A sea of clouds ripples like waves beneath the immense floating sky arena. Suspended by ancient anti-gravity coils and new age technology, the platform gleams in gold and obsidian, surrounded by giant airships humming with anticipation. Electric banners sizzle overhead, dancing with animated light, dragons made of volts, phoenixes pulsing with plasma, spiraling through the clouds like they're alive. The crowd roars, not from seats but from suspended pods that orbit the stadium like glowing jellyfish in formation. These are sky citizens, beings of every kind, draped in luminous fabrics and layered armor, faces wide with wonder, eyes reflecting lightning. Some ride small hovercrafts, others stand in midair on magnetic platforms. It's a festival in the heavens. Thunderbirds, engineered hybrids of machine and avian instinct, soar overhead in perfect V formation. Their wings shimmer with storm energy, casting shadows over the crowd. As they split through the center, fireworks burst in silence, because sound travels differently up here. Instead, the sky glows with color, electric purples, skyfire blues, sunmetal golds. The announcer's voice, deep, layered with artificial echo, booms across the floating stadium. Tonight, above all lands and oceans, above politics and gravity, we gather for the most electrifying race in history, the electric sky race. Spotlights sweep the field. Massive gliders like mechanical birds await on the launch platforms. Some are needle-thin, others wide-winged and muscular. All are powered by lightning cores, glowing orbs pulsing within their frames. This is not just speed. It's symphony. It's sky dance. And at the center of it all, a lone glider glows subtly, smaller than the others. Sleek, quiet, watching, waiting. Inside a preparation dome atop one of the sky pillars, a solitary figure stands next to the luminous glider. The chamber hums with low energy, casting a bluish hue on the walls. Wind seeps through the open docking gate, teasing strands of hair across a face set in quiet determination. Every movement is purposeful. Checking the lightning core, adjusting the plasma stabilizers, whispering silent calculations. The glider responds, wings shivering with anticipation, body humming like a living being. Its surface isn't metal but a fusion of skyglass and energy weave, translucent, flickering with sky currents. A screen floats nearby, projecting live visuals of the arena outside. The countdown ticks. The figure steps closer to the glider, one hand gently resting on its glowing flank. A moment of silent connection, like a musician tuning a beloved instrument before the concert of their life. Breathing deep, the pilot dons the flight helmet. It clicks shut with a soft hiss. A final glance to the sky, where the clouds rumble with more than just weather. The eyes beneath the visor are fierce, focused, and something else, something searching. The gate opens, wind howls in, the glider inches forward. The crowd senses it, feels the quiet storm behind that face. And somewhere in the electric silence, hope begins to hum. The race launches in a synchronized explosion of light and motion. Gliders shoot forward like comets, streaking across the sky ring, each leaving a trail of signature energy. The pilot's glider zips among them, not the fastest at first, but the most precise. Dark clouds crawl in from the east, slow and menacing. The crowd murmurs. The thunderbirds retreat. And then lightning, forked, furious, brilliant. It doesn't strike, it dances. It tests. The storm isn't an obstacle, it's a participant. The racers swerve. One glider spins out, narrowly avoiding a lightning spire. Another gets clipped, energy shields flaring. Amid the chaos, the pilot's glider weaves with impossible grace, dipping under a pulse wave, flipping over a tumbling rival, spinning into a narrow funnel of calm between bolts. And then a strike. A tower of pure electric rage slices the sky. The glider jerks violently. Alarms flash. The figure inside tenses, grips, breathes. One wing is off balance. Sparks fly. Altitude drops. But instead of pulling back, The pilot dives, barrel rolling into the storm's heart, using its pressure to slingshot upward. The glider climbs, surges, stabilizes, a gasp from the crowd. A moment suspended in cinematic silence. But the skis are watching, and they're not done yet. At 20,000 feet above the worst of the storm, a rival makes a move. Not with speed, not with skill, but with sabotage. From under the sleek wing of their glider, a silent pulse device detaches, drifts, and locks onto the trail of the heroine's glider. It blinks once, then fires. A web of static energy pulses out, enveloping her craft in a haze of interference. Controls flicker, lights dim, the glider stalls. Time fractures. The wind outside muffles, the clouds tilt. The figure inside floats for a heartbeat, every nerve stretched, every calculation ticking. The cockpit swims in holographic glitches, and through it all the pilot's eyes narrow. She yanks the manual override. No AI, no systems, just her. Metal lightning will. The glider spins once, twice, tail slicing the storm like a blade. It stabilizes barely. The pulse fades, but the damage is done. She slipped back in position. The rival zooms ahead, their face smug, unreadable. The crowd is stunned. Some cry foul, others hold their breath. But the pilot, she grips the control rods tighter. Not beaten, not yet. The final challenge rises like a temple of clouds, the lightning ring. A storm-forged halo, pulsing with energy, high above the finish line. Only one glider can pass through it first. And it's not just a race, it's a transformation. The heroine's glider sparks erratically, energy low, frame stressed. But the pilot closes her eyes for a moment, feels the pulse. The sky isn't the enemy, it's the rhythm. She shifts a lever, channels every last reserve of sky energy into the core. The glider screams with power, its color shifting from electric blue to burning gold. She rises. Faster than before, wings wide, lightning arching around her, not avoiding the storm, becoming one with it. The rival sees it too late, tries to boost, tries to swerve. But the golden glider blazes past, slicing through the lightning ring like a sunbeam through shadow. The finish line erupts. Crowds scream, fireworks ignite, the storm begins to part. Above the arena, the pilot removes the helmet, face aglow, eyes wide, not just in victory but in awe of the sky, of herself, of what just became possible. And far above it all, a new cloud formation stirs, watching, waiting. If the sky itself can be conquered, what will we dare to race for next?